Yo, tune in. B&D, bringing that heat. Game day vibes for the pulse, for the beat. Mic check, sports talk, can't be beat. Every week, new takes, never retreat. Catch the highlight, crowd on their feet. From the court to the field, drop the elite, turn it up. Let the rhythm complete. We talking sport, yeah, bringing that heat. Break down the playbooks, call the next move. Deep dives, headlines, staying in the groove. Analysis sharper than a three-point shoot. Underdogs rising, got nothing to lose. Debates flame up, like when legends refuse. Locker room stories, you don't wanna snooze. B&D on the line, dropping history tools. Sweating stats, passion coming through. From Monday lights to Sunday prime. Every stat, every call, feel the climb. Turn the dial up, podcast on your mind. This the show you need when you're chasing that prime. Yo, tune in, B&D, bringing that heat. Game day vibes for the pulse, for the beat. Mic check, sports talk, can't be beat. Every week, new takes, never retreat. Catch the highlight, crowd on their feet. From the court to the field, drop the elite, turn it up. Let the rhythm complete. We talking sports, yeah, bringing the heat. Every season flips, still chasing the ring. Legacies rising, we analyze everything. From rookies to legends, we let the bell ring. Fresh perspectives, that's the insight we bring. Playoffs a heartbreak, feeling every swing. Hear the fans roar, banners up in the spring. Draft day drama, we cover the scene. From the grind to the hype, you know what I mean. Strategy, hustle, mindset supreme. Stats and hot takes, we build the dream. No matter the sport, this is the team. Welcome to the dialogue, living the stream, yeah. Press play, get ready, let's go. B&D right there in the flow. Stories untold, every hero we show. On the podcast wave, making spirits glow. What's up, tune in weekly, this is where you belong. B&D talking sports, this the theme song. From tip off to the buzzer, the journey is strong. With every word, keep the passion lifelong. Yeah, we just the word, keep the passion lifelong. Yeah, every word, keep the passion lifelong.
Welcome to another episode of B&D Talking Sports Podcast with your boys Butch and Dominic. This is episode 38. We're coming back to you guys after a little extended break that we had to take off for a little while. Been off a couple weeks, it's good, but we're going to kind of keep, months, whatever. But we're bringing the weekly podcast back. We had some stuff going on we had to take care of, just making it difficult for us to record every week. So we're going back to the grind. On this week's episode, we are going to be giving our top 25 preseason college football rankings, and then also who we think is probably going to win each conference. We're also going to kind of make our predictions on the NFL season. I know last season we broke down every single schedule on who was going to win. This year we're just going to kind of go with overall records, how we think the NFL teams are going to go, and
go with the flow.
Yeah, just kind of go with the flow. Like I said, we're trying to get back in the rhythm of things, trying to get back in the groove of it. Really, there's a lot of stuff happening in these past couple weeks, about months or so of when we last recorded. College football is it's exciting because it's getting ready to start. It actually FCS starts tonight because this is August 27th when we're recording this. So FCS schools start playing tonight. They start playing here in about 15 minutes at 6 p.m. on the East Coast. Then we got 8 games on Sunday at FBS, starting with TCU and North Carolina playing over in Dublin, Ireland. So, but if you guys follow college sports at all, it's kind of a mess right now with the transfer portal. Guys,
Favorite players coming back.
Yeah. You got DeQuan Wright, tight end. I was with Ole Miss last year. Went into the draft, went undrafted. Was with the Philadelphia Eagles as an undrafted free agent. Then was released, signed with the Browns.
Country knows.
Yeah. Signed with the Browns. Then with the training practicing with the Browns during preseason, which he was ultimately released. He is trying to go back to college because of the 5-for-5 rule. Judge ruled that this class that went into the draft this year wasn't allowed to. They felt that it would be fair for these guys that went in with still a fifth-year not eligibility, but they thought they were done in college. But now with this 5-for-5 ruling, some of these guys, it was a judge down in Louisiana ruled that these guys can come back to college, play, even though they were part of the NFL draft.
Was this the same judge that did the Chambliss stuff?
No, his was in Mississippi.
Must
So,
relate somehow.
Like what they're doing is NCAA is setting these rules in place and saying that, hey, we need to follow these. Then they, instead of following in federal courts, they're going to local state courts, which usually it's in the state that they want to play in or something like that. So like DeQuan Wright, the tight end, he was waived by the Browns, cleared waivers, but other NFL team is wanting him back, so he's committing to LSU. Now, the conferences are kind of going together and fighting this because they don't feel that it don't matter. Like you went to the pros, you declared for the NFL, so now you got Big Ten, SEC, ACC, Big 12, all saying like, hey, if you've declared yourself for the NFL and you left college to be there, we don't want you to come back. We're going to be there. We're setting in rules in place.
You can go Bowling Green.
So these, like, they're trying to, NCAA can't enforce them because if they try to enforce these rules, they're just going to get sued. They're going to be like, oh, no, we'll just sue you guys through local courts, and then it's going to usually go in favor of the player, of the school, whatever state you're going in. Instead, it'll go against the NCAA. Well, now the conferences are kind of going out saying, hey, this ain't right. If once you go pro, you leaving college, you can't come back to college. So it's a battle. I mean, it's messy, especially with college football starting up tonight. It's making it where these guys, pretty much there's the conferences coming out saying, hey, if you have one of these guys on your roster, you can face some type of suspension, penalty, or anything like that. So the conferences are trying to enforce these rules instead of the NCAA enforcing them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mess right now, but it's also what's been making it more intriguing. We want to find out what's going on. And then we're right here tonight, kicking off here in about 11 minutes with some FCS football. I know it's not power, your FBS, your top schools, but hey, it's football. A lot of states' high school football is already kicking off. So it's that time of year, man. It's going to be football almost every day of the week. But starting off, we're going to kind of go over our preseason top 25 teams. Mine's probably a little bit more detailed than his is.
Oh, I'm just going straight off the list.
Yeah, so I got reasonings why I have them there.
I'm letting playoff people tell me what mine is.
And then we're also going to kind of tell you guys our predictions on how we think the college football playoff brackets are going to lay out, going off of our predictions. All right?
Thank you, playoff predictor.
I
don't know how you do yours, but mine's just going to play.
I did a little research on it, and like I was kind of got some reasons why. So like coming in at number 25, they were highly ranked last year in the preseason, kind of fell off, finished the season unranked. It's Clemson Tigers. I got them at number 25. Like I would place Clemson in the final position. I place Clemson in the final position instead of Houston, which differs from the official AP pool. Clemson still has a respectable defensive foundation and enough recruiting talent to rebound under its new direction. ESPN's predictive SP ranks the Tigers 23rd nationally, including 18th on defense. So I got the Tigers coming in at number 25, cracking back into that top 25.
Well, I have an honorable mention because I don't know how they made it up here. 26 like Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State, man, the top 25 in my prediction. But we should point out there was no biasness, right? No biasness?
No, there's no biasness.
Maryland didn't make top 25?
No, Maryland did not make top 25.
Maryland's third on mine. But at 25, I have Texas Tech.
Ooh, you got them falling off a little bit.
I do.
Oh, shit.
Because of the whole situation.
With Brandon Sorcy and Will Hammond coming in, they kind of, yeah, all right, I get it.
Almost trying to know when I made this list. If it was before that or
It might have been. It was kind of still, I think when we went and did these,
it was still in the middle.
I think he decided, hey, I'm going to take the punishment and stay away.
Because I think you told me to do this. We go through all the conferences before we took the little break.
Yeah.
So this could be a surprise to me too, this list.
All right. Number 24 coming in, I got Missouri Tigers. Missouri has built enough roster depth to remain competitive in the SEC. The Tigers should continue to play solid defense and possess enough offensive talent to defeat ranked opponents at home. However, the defense must replace significant linebacker production. Nicholas Rodriguez is the leading returner, while Auburn transfer Robert Woodard Jr. brings experience, but the overall unit has less proven depth. Missouri belongs in the poll, although the SEC schedule could quickly expose their concerns.
And they have the best running back in college football.
He won't be ready at the beginning of the season though, because he was shot during the off season.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, Robinson was shot in here. He's not the top running back, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
At 24, I have Clemson.
Oh, so you got him up one higher than me.
Yep. I believe in Clemson a little more than you do.
Coming in at number 23 is the Louisville Cardinals. Jeff Brown consistently produces creative, productive offenses. Louisville has enough quarterback and skill position talent to challenge for the ACC championship, particularly if it transfers additions settle quickly. Cardinals need greater defensive consistency and can't afford to surrender easy points against the strongest teams on their schedule. Opening against Ole Miss provides immediate opportunity to justify this ranking. Louisville is a dangerous team, but it lacks a complete roster of the leading ACC contenders.
I got the University of South Florida, USF, 23rd.
So, 22 is Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa's defense and special teams provide one of the safest floors in college football. Hawkeyes can control field possession, force turnovers, frustrate more talented opponents. ESPN projects their defense to be 16th nationally and the special teams 10th. Familiarity questions is whether the offense can contribute enough while Iowa doesn't need to become an offensive powerhouse. An average unit can make it a 9-10 win season. Until that improvement occurs, the Hawkeyes belong near the bottom ranking rather than inside the top 50.
And at 22nd, I don't think this team's going to do as good as they did last year. And when I'm right, you can just Google me or Indiana. I don't see them doing as good as they did last year. Google that. You get it?
Yeah. All right. Number 21 I got SMU Mustangs. SMU has demonstrated that it can compete with the top ACC teams rather than merely dominate a weaker schedule. Its offense should remain efficient, and the program has used the transfer portal effectively to create depth at the Power 4 level. The Mustangs' concern is defense consistency against bigger offensive line. They also need to demonstrate that their recent success is sustainable after roster turnover.
I thought you were still talking.
No, you're good.
At 21, I got Liberty.
All right.
Liberty.
Is this your preseason rankings, or is this your rankings from your your predictions on how the season goes?
I'm going, well,
A little of both.
well, yeah. I'm just going to say, this is my prediction for the end of the season.
All right. So
Because I already have records for all of them.
yeah. So well, I kind of could tell that by how you're saying Indiana's not going to do as good. So be front with you guys. Mine's more of a preseason prediction. His is more of a.
That's how it's different.
That's how
Yeah.
he's saying how he thinks the outcome's going to look
Yeah.
after the season.
Yeah,
I get it. All right.
You also this idea on me 2 days before filming this, so I didn't get enough time to prepare. I'm sure you've had those notes ready since 2 months ago.
Nah. Coming in at number 20 is Utah University. Utah should remain ranked because it's a physical style and defense organization translated regardless of conference or opponent. The Utes generally tackle well, control field position, and make opponents earn every possession. The major change is Kyle Whittingham's departure, leaving Utah for Michigan. Utah must prove that its culture, developmental system can continue without the coach who defined the program for 2 decades. The roster is good enough to contend in the Big 12, but the leadership transition makes number 20 appropriate for them.
At 20, I have Alabama.
Alabama! Alabama! All right.
I have a lot of 10-2 teams.
All right. You also kind of, Alabama is based off of before you even know who their quarterback was, because they were still, when you did this, they were still kind of going
I
through their.
just figured it's Alabama.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. Which they've announced former 5-star quarterback Keelan Russell as their starting quarterback. Austin Mack will be the backup. Number 19 is Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee continues to possess SEC level speed and offense capable of scoring in bursts. The Volunteers defense front should create negative plays, while the home environment in Neyland Stadium makes them dangerous against any opponent. Quarterback consistency and offensive line stability determines Tennessee's ceiling. The Volunteers have looked like a playoff contender during their best stretches, but have struggled to maintain the standard throughout an entire season. Number 19 reflects how dangerous team. A dangerous team with more volatility than the program above it. They're also going with a true freshman at quarterback. So,
Number 19, I have
Louisville. So I had them lower. I had them at 23 during preseason, so you have them climbing up the ranks a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright. Number 18 is Washington Huskies. Washington has a quarterback capable of carrying the offense, enough returning talent to remain dangerous in the Big Ten. When its passing game is functional, Washington can challenge teams ranked considerably higher. The Huskies need to become more dependable against elite opponents and replace the part receiving production. Their line depth also does not match Oregon or Ohio State. Washington belongs in the ranks because of its quarterback ceiling, but it must prove that it can win physical conference games when explosive passes are unavailable.
18, I have LSU. The Tigers.
Hey,
I'll bet you guys something. I don't want to say that.
suck that tiger dick, bitch.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just lost views because of that.
Nah. LSU ones are going to appreciate that.
Well, what about all the non-LSU fans?
They'll still appreciate it because they'll think it's funny. No. I know. It's okay. But coming in at number 17 on my preseason list is Penn State Nittany Lions. Matt Campbell arrived from Iowa State, brings quarterback Rocco Beck, running back Carson Henson, and several familiar transfers with him. Beck's starting experience should make the transition smoother, while Penn State still possesses an established defensive culture and talented offensive line. Penn State's schedule avoids Ohio State, Oregon, Indiana, creating a realistic path to 9 to 10 victories. However, Campbell must integrate approximately 39 transfers and establish a new system. Penn State could become a playoff sleeper, but preseason expectations should remain controlled until the rebuilt roster plays together.
At 17, see, I don't just have one Tiger on this list. I don't just have 2 Tigers on this list. Whereas right now I have a 3rd Tiger.
Alright.
The Memphis Tigers. At 17.
Oh, showing some of the group of 5 some love up here.
I am.
You got Liberty, Memphis.
I do. Oh, just wait for the next team.
Alright. Number 16, I got Michigan Wolverines. Kyle Whittingham is an excellent choice to stabilize Michigan. His Utah team were physical, disciplined, and consistently developed players beyond their recruiting ranks. Qualities that fit Michigan establish an identity. The Wolverines should remain strong defensively and along the line of scrimmage. They need a reliable quarterback play, more explosive production from their offense. Demanding schedule and a new coaching staff keep Michigan out of the top 15. Nevertheless, Whittingham gives the Wolverines a chance to outperform this ranking. Michigan's 2026 outlook.
This next team, they're going to improve this season. They're not just a basketball school. They're a football school too. I got the UConn Huskies. What?
No. Hey.
They have NFL alumni, Skylar Bell. The GOAT.
So, but you also got to think this way. UConn's, they lost, their head coach left to go to Colorado State. Their starting quarterback is with the Baltimore Ravens. Skylar Bell, their most productive wide receiver they have had in a while, is in the NFL. They got to replace talent. I'm glad you have faith in them.
I do.
Because, like I said, this is all.
Any school that can produce Skylar Bell is a fucking great ass school.
Alright. Coming in at number 15 on my preseason list is BYU Cougars. BYU earned this placement through consistency, physicality, and a strong defensive football. The Cougars are organized, experienced, and rarely beat themselves, making them a serious contender in Big 12 without one dominant favorite. The limitations is offensive ceiling. BYU can control games and win close contests, but it may struggle if forced into high-scoring games against Texas Tech and other explosive offenses. ESPN's SP Plus places BYU 21st, but its proven ability to win tight games justify ranking it several spots higher.
This next team at 15, they are number 15 for a reason. That's because you don't want to see a Dakota team. I got North Dakota State at 15.
Alright.
You don't want to see a Dakota team.
I know, but hey.
Hey, I believe. I don't care what the whatever they'll call the committees ranks these teams. This is what I believe in.
It's okay, man. You got opinions. that's your thoughts on how the season will end up going, and that's why you got it ranked the way that you
I do.
All right.
Hey, I promise. Once I get to the top 12, it gets pretty normal.
All right. Number 14 on the list is USC Trojans. Jaden Ivor returns at quarterback behind all 5 starting offensive linemen. That combination should give Lincoln Riley one of the most balanced offenses at USC. The Trojans also signed the country's top-ranked recruiting class, adding elite young talent across the roster. Hiring Gary Patterson to lead the defense could be the move that finally makes USC complete. However, the Trojans must replace important receiving production, and freshmen may be forced into meaningful roles. A difficult Big Ten schedule also prevents USC from receiving a higher preseason position.
At 14,
Yep.
I have a Texas team. You know what Texas team?
North Texas.
No, they I got the team who made the playoffs the other year. Yeah, the other year. Went into Penn State and got absolutely destroyed. I got SMU.
That's nothing to do with 14.
Alright. I was trying to hype them up and then I just.
Coming in at number 13 on my preseason poll list is Ole Miss Rebels. Trinidad Chambers and Keywan Lacey give Ole Miss 2 proven offensive centerpieces. Chambers provides experience and playmaking ability at quarterback, while Lacey can carry the running game. Pete Golden's familiarity with the program should prevent the coaching transition from becoming a complete reset. The defense is a central question. Ole Miss must replace important personnel and prove that it can hold up against physical SEC offenses. Early games like Louisville, LSU will quickly reveal whether the Rebels are a playoff contenders or merely an entertaining 8-win team.
13?
Yes.
You know. Gotta show some love to a state I went to school in. I got James Madison.
Oh, I thought you were going to say West Virginia University.
Not yet. I'm kidding. Yeah, I got JMU. I'm the 13th, and I'm gonna be honest, my top 12 makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they barely missed the playoffs in my thing. So.
Alright. Coming in at number 12 on my preseason list is Alabama. Alabama still possesses one of the country's most talented roster. Its speed, line depth, recruiting profile creates championship ceiling. And the Crimson Tide have enough high-end athletes to overwhelm most opponents. The ranking reflects results rather than reputation. Alabama was inconsistent last season was decisively beaten by Indiana in the Rose Bowl until Clemson. The Crimson Tide demonstrate an improved quarterback play and week-to-week reliability. They should not automatically receive a top 5 position because of their logo. Number 12 acknowledges both their enormous potential and their recent shortcomings.
At number 12, I got that mean machine in the red and black.
Texas Tech. Oh, Georgia.
I got Georgia, the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah.
The Georgia Bulldogs at 12.
Alright.
What the fuck did they what?
I don't know.
You say Texas Tech?
Red and black. I was thinking Texas Tech. Never mind. Shut up. But shut up. Don't mind me. I think it's because what I'm looking at on my list.
But you've been the one saying that quote the past couple months.
I know. But I'm also looking ahead at my list. That's where my mind went. Alright? So number 11 on my list coming in preseason role is Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alright? Texas Tech might have the Big 12's most talented overall roster. Aggressive portal recruiting has improved the defense in both lines, giving the Red Raiders a more complete team than the offensive-heavy version of previous seasons. The quarterback uncertainty is the reason Texas Tech sits outside the top 10. The rest of the roster is capable of winning the Big 12. The offense must find a dependable distributor who protects the football. If that happens, Texas Tech could rise rapidly and earn a first-round playoff bye as a conference champion.
At 11, this team will be the most disciplined team in all of college football. Because if not, man, they might get sent overseas. I got Navy.
Oh,
I got Navy making the playoffs.
oh shit.
And I'm just saying, if Navy wins the championship, this, man, it might be hopefully no wars happen on that time.
Yeah.
Because Navy might be out of it for a little bit.
Alright. Coming in at number 10, I got LSU Tigers. Lane Kiffin immediately gives LSU one of the most creative offensive coaches in the country. Arizona State transfer Sam Levitt leads a highly rated transfer class while LSU retains linebacker Weeks as the centerpiece of the Blake Baker's defense.
Isn't that the guy that's dating Lane Kiffin's daughter?
Yeah. I'm assuming he came back. The talent is top 5 quality, but this is a collection of new pieces under a new head coach. LSU must establish chemistry quickly before playing Clemson, Ole Miss, Texas A&M in September. Its November schedule includes Alabama, Texas at home, followed by road games against Tennessee and Arkansas. LSU could win the SEC, but it could also lose 3 of the 4 games while the roster comes together.
You good?
Yep.
At 10, there are some bears in these woods. BYU.
Bears. Oh, Bear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bear.
I know the BYU Cougars.
I was like, hold on, what Bears? Okay.
Well, I'm making those little jokes before, and you're going to get it one of these times.
Yeah.
I thought you would get the Georgia one, but.
All right. Number 9 coming in is Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma enters 2026 with momentum after finishing 10-3 last season. Brett Venables has developed the Sooners into a more physical defense that is better prepared for the SEC competition. Their speed in the front 7 should keep them competitive against nearly every opponent. Oklahoma remains behind Texas A&M because the Sooners need more offensive consistency. The defense can make Oklahoma a playoff team, but the offense must avoid asking it to repeatedly defend short fields. If the quarterback position succeeds expectations, Oklahoma could climb into the top 5.
At 9, I mean, they better be good, or the quarterback can try to come back for a 7th year. I got Ole Miss.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to sue him again.
Nah, I think he's out of eligibility after this year. He's going to have to
It
go.
was a joke.
I know, but I get it.
It does statistics.
All right, so what number 8, right?
Yeah.
At number 8 on my list is Texas A&M. Mike Elko has raised Texas A&M's physicality, defensive organization, and overall floor. The Aggies possess elite talent along both lines and enough offensive playmakers to compete for the SEC championship. Kyle Field also gives them one of the strongest home field advantages in college football. The concern is consistency away from home. Texas A&M must visit LSU, Alabama, South Carolina, Oklahoma before finishing against Texas. The schedule leaves almost no room for inconsistent quarterback play or late game mistakes. The roster belongs in the top 10, but the Aggies must prove they can survive that road schedule.
At 8, I Texas at 8, and Arch Manning leading them to the 8th spot.
Coming in at number 7 on my list is Texas Longhorns. All right. So you have them falling back in one spot for my preseason prediction.
Yeah, I'm throwing you the law.
Yep. All right. Texas has one of the country's deepest collection of former blue chip recruits. Arch Manning's experience in development gives Longhorns a potential star quarterback, while their offensive line is still talent should allow them to attack defenses in several ways. The Longhorns are 7th because they must prove that they can consistently finish major games and survive a full SEC schedule. Texas has a championship talent, but Georgia has been more dependable in conference play, while each member of the top 5 enters with either greater continuity or more recent championship accomplishments.
At 7, I only know like 2 fans of this team. One, the thing called Donald, and Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee loves this team because he created a song about this team. And Donald's brother's the mascot. I got the Oregon Ducks. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Donald Duck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought you were about Pat McAfee thing.
Well, I kind of knew because you said that you made a song about it, but the song ain't actually about them.
Eugene, it counts.
It's just his song just says he's up in Eugene smoking that new green. All right.
Same thing.
All right.
I never really listened to that song when we put it on. So.
I know. Coming in at number 6 is the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia remains the SEC's most dependable program. The Bulldogs are the 2-time defending conference champions. Return quarterback Gunnar Stockton had another talented backfield led by Nate Frazier. Kirby Smart's recruiting ensures that Georgia will possess NFL caliber players throughout the defense. Defense is too deep. Its defense is too deep. The reason Georgia isn't in the top 5 is that its recent teams have occasionally lacked the offensive explosiveness of Smart's national championship groups. The secondary also has some new starters and difficult road games against Alabama and Ole Miss will test it. Georgia is still the safest choice to win the SEC, but I don't know why I got this, but Miami receives a slight advantage because of the offense facility. He's not even in the SEC, but it leads to my top 5. All right.
I don't know. I have Texas winning the SEC. I'm just saying that because they're the highest. But at 6, I had to put him at least top 12, or I would have got an email. Probably would have got some lawsuit on the way. I have Notre Dame. Fans have been upset. So, yes, you guys are in the playoffs. I have you guys in the playoffs. You're fine. I saw the new rule.
Coming in at number 5, I got the Miami Hurricanes. Miami rounds out the top 5 because it has playoff level talent, an experienced transfer quarterback, some of the most dangerous young playmakers in the country. This ranking is based more on Miami's ceiling than a complete certainty. Darian Mesa gives the Hurricanes another proven transfer quarterback. His experience at Tulane and Duke should help him handle major program and immediately operate Miami's offense. He is surrounded by a strong running back room featuring Mark Fletcher, Jordan Lyle, and Gerard Pringle Jr. Malachi Tony could become the centerpiece of the offense. His quickness, versatility, playmaking ability make him a preseason Heisman candidate. Miami can use him as a traditional receiver, move him around the formation, manufacture touches that force defenses to reveal their coverage. Mario Cristobal continues to build Miami through offense and defensive line. The Hurricanes also have the most athletic talent necessary to compete with anybody, including defensive fronts, featuring players such as Amara Blount and Damon Wilson II. The official roster confirmed Mensa additional alongside Miami's collection of experienced returners and transfers.
At 5th place, I have this team winning or being the Power 5 team that's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Saints ain't gonna be in the playoffs. Pelicans ain't gonna be in the playoffs. But that's at least one New Orleans team that makes it. I got Tulane.
Number 4, I got the defending champions, Indiana Hoosiers, coming in at number 4 ranked. Defending national champion deserves the top 5 ranking. Indiana completed a remarkable 16-0 season, and Kurt Cincinnati has now discriminated that his program can beat elite opponents under playoff pressure. Indiana lost important members of his championship team, including starting quarterback, but found an excellent replacement in Josh Hoover. The former TCU quarterback arrives with 31 career starts, 65.2% career completion rate, 16 games with at least 300 yards passing, more than 9,600 career passing yards. That is about as much experience as a team can acquire through the transfer portal. Indiana profile Josh Hoover. All right. Hoover's experience should make the transition considerably easier. Cincinnati has shown that he can identify better players who fit the system and bring a new group together quickly. Indiana's preparation, discipline, and situation execution are now established program strength, not merely features of one surprising season.
At 4,
Yep.
I have my Big 12 champs, and they love some country woes. I got West Virginia, 4th place, Big 12 champs.
Oh, shit. Biased.
Unbiased.
Completely biased. All right.
Unbiased. West Virginia goes back to the way it was. Michael Hawkins Jr. of Oklahoma leads us to the promised land.
All right.
If I lose in the second round, but besides the point.
Alright, coming in at number 3 on my preseason list is Ohio State. Ohio State has a reasonable argument for number 1, but number 3 is decisively because the offense looks more settled than the defense. Buckeyes possess arguably the most talented offensive core in the country, but they must replace a significant portion of their defense that carried them last season. Julian Saban returns as passing for approximately 3,600 yards, 32 touchdowns. Will again have Jeremiah Smith, arguably the most physically dominant receiver in college football. Running back Bo Jackson surpassed 1,000 yards as a freshman, while Isaiah West gives Ohio State another dangerous option in the backfield. The defense line could become a major strength. Carson Hinsman, Luke Montgomery, Austin Shrivel, and Philip Daniels all return with more than 1,000 career snaps. This experience should allow the new offense coordinator Arthur Smith to establish a physical run game without sacrificing Ohio State's explosiveness through the air. The issue is defense turnover. Ohio State defense allowed 9.3 points per game last season, but much of that unit is gone. The Buckeyes Buckeyes recruit well enough to reload, but the talent replacements are not automatically equal to the proven stars.
My top 3 are only 3 undefeated teams this year. At 3,
Alright.
thought I'd sneeze on the way. I want to see this team make a fall playoff run, just so we need some Mike Orban moments again. I got Miami.
Yeah. Mike Word moments, Ray Lewis.
Yep.
Alright. Coming in at number 2, they shouldn't have any hate on me since I got them in preseason ranked this high.
You in the playoffs too?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay.
Alright, we're good. But number 2 in my preseason list is Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame belongs at the top number 2 because it may have the best defense in college football and returns established quarterback in C.J. Carr. The Irish are good enough in the trenches to beat multiple teams in multiple ways rather than depending upon shootouts. Carr gives Notre Dame valuable continuity He completed more than 66% of his passes last season while throwing for 2,741 yards, 24 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. Those numbers discriminate that he can protect the football while still creating explosive plays. With another offseason of development, he could move from a very good quarterback to a genuine Heisman contender. Marcus Freeman has also built Notre Dame into a more physical, athletic program. The defense has talented at all 3 levels, while the offensive line remains one of the program's foundational strengths. Notre Dame should be capable of winning when C.J. Carter is outstanding, but also when a game becomes low-scoring, defenses struggle. Irish are not number 1 because of the running game. They must replace Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price, who combined for roughly 2,000 rushing yards and 29 touchdowns last season. That is a considerable amount of proven production to lose.
At number 2, I hate saying this. I hate putting them this high, but I got Penn State. I hate putting them that high. And that's coming from a West Virginia fan.
Yeah.
But I just think they'll have a better year.
Kind of a bounce back year. They also have one of the easiest schedules. Yeah. Like I said, they don't have to face Ohio, Oregon, Indiana. So they got the easier conference schedule with the Big Ten and the Big Ten. Coming in at number 1 on my preseason rankings is the Oregon Ducks. Oregon should be number 1 because it combines an experienced quarterback, star quarterback, elite skill talent, dominant line play, one of the deepest defenses in the country. There might not be another team entering the 2026 with fewer major weaknesses. Dante Moore's decision to return instead of entering the NFL draft is the biggest reason to place Oregon first. Oregon isn't asking a new quarterback to learn an offense while competing for a championship. Moore already understands the system, has played in major Big Ten games, and should be considered a serious Heisman candidate. The supporting cast is loaded. The Corian Moore, Evan Stewart, Jeremiah McClellan, and a UAB transfer, Iverson Hooks, gives the Ducks multiple dangerous receivers. Jordan Davison and Tyree Hill Jr. provide an explosive backfield, meaning opposing defense cannot build their entire plan around stopping Moore. Oregon's defense could be superior. The Ducks finished 7th nationally in total defense last season, approximately allowing 74 yards per game, and returned an outstanding defensive front led by Barry Alexander and Murray Washington. Dan Lanning has recruited enough depth at Oregon can rotate defense linemen without suffering a sustainable drop-off.
You want to guess who I have at number 1?
Ohio State.
Well, this team has a returning quarterback, tough environment to play in, probably the best receiver in college football, and it's Sacramento State.
You're full of shit.
It's Ohio State. It's Ohio State. There.
I kind of do.
You can't show love to Sacramento State?
They're new to the FBS. Same as the way with North Dakota State.
It's a Dakota team, though.
I know. All right.
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know I had Ohio State number 1?
I mean, they weren't anywhere else on your list.
They could have been 27th behind Kennesaw State. That's why I'm lying.
So, between both of us, you got a preseason ranking, you got a postseason ranking.
Unbiased.
Yeah, an unbiased season prediction by this man right here. Like I said, there's no bias on my part with my preseason ranking. If I was being biased, Maryland would be ranked number 1, but I'm being unbiased, all right? So,
that's just being unrealistic. That's not even biased. That's unrealistic. Mine's realistic.
West Virginia being in the top 5 is not realistic.
It is realistic.
All right.
We've had some off years. We're gonna bounce back this year.
Probably like 17 off years. You guys haven't been relevant since Pat White and Steve Slayton was there.
Hold on. Who's relevant when Tavon Austin was there? Okay. The greatest highlight we ever
That was still like 17 years
That was
ago.
2012.
All right, 15 years
We had
ago.
Geno Smith.
All right, so 15 years ago.
14 years. But Geno Smith.
All right.
They voted him off, him like that. They went West Virginia off. We're not fighting back this year.
Okay.
Every other year, we go back.
So, like I said, you got our predictions on. Oh,
You went to NFL.
so you're going down, breaking down your whole entire playoff.
That's what we were doing.
I'm sweating a
Is
little
that
bit.
what we said?
All right. Yeah.
In our business?
Well, you already kind of announced your playoffs.
Well, I didn't say you were winning each playoffs.
All right.
Would you?
My bad.
Damn.
My bad.
They were. I thought we were doing it together.
All right.
I reset mine. Damn. Alright. So, we're talking 8-9 matchup?
Yeah, 8-9 matchup.
I have Texas versus Ole Miss. Winner plays Ohio State. And I have Ole Miss winning this game.
So, I got at the 8-9 seed matchup, I got BYU versus Miami. Winner takes on Oregon in the next round. All right, I got Miami winning that one.
Alright, 5-12. The winner of this plays West Virginia. And I got them Bulldogs. I got Georgia Bulldogs. Oh, God.
All right.
Good. I'm just looking at Georgia versus West Virginia.
So, who you got winning that one?
Dad,
You talking about that?
We'll come
My
back.
5-12 match is Ole Miss versus South Florida. I got Ole Miss winning to take on Notre Dame.
Alright, the 6-11 game. I have Notre Dame versus Navy. Winner plays Miami. I'm going to Notre Dame winning this game.
All right, my 6-11 match, I got Texas versus LSU. I got Texas moving on to the second round to face Georgia.
Alright, 7-10 matchup. I got Oregon versus BYU. Winner plays Penn State. I got them Ducks.
I got in my 7-10 matchup, it's Indiana versus Ohio State. I'm giving Ohio State to win to take on Texas Tech in the next round.
Alright, the 2-7 matchup between Penn State and Oregon. I'm gonna go experience. I'm gonna go Oregon wins this game.
Alright. My matchup is 2-10. It's Texas Tech versus Ohio State. I got Ohio State winning this one.
3-6. I got Miami versus Notre Dame. I got Miami winning this game. So I got Miami, Oregon in the next round.
Alright, mine is 3-6. It's Georgia versus Texas. I got Georgia beating Texas in Archbishop.
I got the 4-12 matchup. The Georgia Bulldogs versus the Mountaineers. And see, this was a biased prediction thing. I would say West Virginia, but my entirely unbiased, so I'm gonna go Georgia.
Alright. My 4-5 matchup is Notre Dame versus Ole Miss. I think Notre Dame still be fighting for that, to prove people wrong, saying that they should have been there last year in the playoffs. So they beat Ole Miss in this matchup.
Alright, 1-9. I got Ohio State versus Ole Miss. I'm gonna give it to Ohio State. It was tough. It was a tough decision.
My 1-9 matchup is Miami versus Oregon. I think Oregon kind of gets over their little playoff hump and try to actually move on. So I got Oregon beat Miami, moving on to the semifinal. Quarterfinals, semifinals.
I got 1-12. I got Ohio State versus Georgia. I'm gonna go Ohio State.
Mine's 1 versus 4. It's Oregon versus Notre Dame. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a shootout. Which quarterback prevails? And Dante Moore or C.J. Carr? I think C.J. Carr gets the win over Oregon and solidifies himself as possibly the number 1 pick in the NFL draft over Dante Moore.
My next matchup, 3-7, I got 3 seed undefeated Miami, 7 seed Oregon. And I mean, Oregon just knocked off an undefeated team last round, Penn State. They're going to knock off an undefeated team again, Miami. So I got Ohio State vs. Oregon championship. My prediction: the team that wins.
All right. So my other semifinal matchup is ranked number 3 Georgia versus 10th ranked Ohio State. I think that Georgia does not have enough explosive weapons to help Alexander Stockton, and I think Ohio State takes this game. Pretty much having an Oregon, Ohio. No, actually, mine's Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame, Ohio State matchup.
Shit. I don't like how we both put Ohio State here.
Yeah, I know.
We both had Oregon, Georgia, and Ohio State in the semifinals. The only difference is you had Notre Dame and Miami.
So I'm gonna go. I'm going Notre Dame winning the national championship this year.
Like I said, hey, second round, Oregon cut the head off Penn State in an undefeated streak. Then they cut the head off the Hurricanes. Now they're facing the third undefeated team. And there's going to be no undefeated teams in playoffs this year because Oregon is winning the national championship. Dante Moore goes number 1 to the Jets.
Alright. So
You can't avoid it forever.
I got Notre Dame winning the national championship, making it all the way. I think they're going to use that last year being a playoff snub as complete motivation for the whole entire season. They're going to bury their narrative, and Marcus Freeman is going to get his national championship. C.J. Carr is going to solidify himself as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL draft next season. If he declares for the draft.
I actually lied. According to my NFL first round draft portal, Jets do not have a first pick. But it'll be interesting to see what this number 1 team does with the because they might have a quarterback in the future already. But I mean, for Oregon, that would be a tough blow. Undefeated Penn State, undefeated Miami, undefeated Ohio State.
Yep.
I would like to say I just left 3 undefeated teams on purpose just for this, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I could have scripted this better.
So we're going to come back to this episode at the end of the season, see who's a little bit more, whose playoffs a little bit more believable, who's also kind of like what season outlook, kind of how we projected it.
Yeah, so like when West Virginia proves all you guys want and make the playoffs, and then you'll be apologizing. Because last year I was taking the Colts. Yeah. And they didn't play, but they ended up 116.
Last thing we're going to talk about this week is the NFL. We're going to go ahead and give our, I want to say preseason, preseason predictions on how the regular season goes.
Well, we can go by division.
Yeah, we can just go by division.
And then
Well,
playoffs.
actually, how do you want to go?
I just want to go by division and read how I had each team finishing.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I'll just tell you what I had in the playoffs.
So, what conference you want to start with?
Well, we can go AFC North because that's my top 1 right now.
AFC North? All right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Or you guys say something?
Well, I was gonna say I feel like I'm making the same mistake 2 years in a row. But at number 1, winning the AFC North, I have the Cincinnati Bengals again at 14-3.
I got the Baltimore Ravens bouncing back and winning the division this year at 13-4.
Which I feel like I chose the Bengals last year to win the division at 14-3.
I don't remember what predictions I made last season.
But second place at 10-7, I have the Baltimore Ravens.
I got the Cincinnati Bengals going 9-8.
Third place, I went into this with the mindset of there's going to be a quarterback change at some point. I have the Cleveland Browns at 6-11, but I feel like there's going to be a quarterback change at some point.
Yeah. I got at number 3 in their division is Pittsburgh Steelers at 7-10. I think the whole changing of the head coach and Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's quite got it the way he used to, and I think it's going to be the first time in a long time they don't have a winning season or making the playoffs.
Well, I agree. I also have a winning season. I have the Pittsburgh Steelers finishing 2-15. I don't believe that defense can't carry everything. And I think Aaron Rodgers hangs it up after the season. They were the team I had the number 1 pick.
But you going bold, a Super Bowl hot take prediction.
See the thing, that's why I said, because my thing is, if they have that 1 pick, would they take Dante Moore?
Yeah.
Or would you see what you have in Drew Hollow? Will Howard. So
4th in my prediction is the Cleveland Browns at 4-13.
what?
What? So we'll just go NFC North next.
Hey, that's top of my. All right. You move us to you.
Go ahead.
The winner of the NFC North at 15-2. I think they have a bounce back season last year. There was a little disappointment last year. I have the Detroit Lions. He has proved why he's the second best running back in the NFL.
I got Green Bay Packers in first place, finish at 11-6.
Good damn. You don't have any wins in. Second place at 14-3. I have the Chicago Bears. I'm a believer in the Chicago Bears this year. I really believe in them last year, but I think Caleb Williams has proven that he can stay calm in the clutch.
Yeah.
Mr. Iceman, that's his name. So I think Chicago.
I got Chicago at number 2 in second place in the NFC North, also at 11-6.
Third in the NFC North at 12-5, I have Green Bay Packers. Because it is tough to win at Lambeau.
Yeah.
And Packers,
I got the Lions going in third in the division at 10-7. I think their offensive line still has to prove.
Yeah.
It seems like it's kind of still being pieced together. They missing some key pieces, and I don't know if they found a replacement pieces yet.
And you see how I'm Packers 12-5, Bears 14-3, Lions 15-2. This last team, they're nowhere close to that. I have them finishing 4-13 because Justin Jefferson's gonna be Justin Jefferson. I got the Vikings.
You got to have more wins than I got. I got the Minnesota Vikings 4th in the NFC North at 2-15. I don't believe in Kyler Murray. I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't believe in him. My thing was, I think Justin Jefferson is too good not to get at least 4 wins. You know what I mean?
So, what conference are we going with next?
AFC West.
AFC West. All right.
At first place at 13-4, I have the Denver Broncos.
I also have Denver Broncos in first place, winning the division at 13-4.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know.
At second place, I have at 12-5 the Kansas City Chiefs.
I had Kansas City Chiefs at number 2 in there because they're 11-6.
My thing is, Patrick Mahomes still Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And even if there's some question, even if he has to sell, I mean, Justin Fields is that guy.
I got, like I said, I think the Chiefs have a bounce back season. I just think it's because the first couple of weeks, probably the first month or so of the season, it's going to take Patrick Mahomes a little bit to get back into where he needs to be after the injury he had last season.
At third place, at 8-9, I have the Chargers.
I also have the Chargers at third place in the division, but I have them at 9-8.
I just don't believe in the line.
They already lost it. I also made my predictions before they already started having injuries on their
I made mine today.
Well, they just lost their center already.
Yeah.
They lost their center already.
Yeah. I put music on the TV and I just sat there and did this today. And Justin Herbert, you better cherish that wedding ring or engagement ring because that's the only ring you're getting anytime soon. But at last place, at 4-13, I have the Raiders.
I got the Raiders also in fourth place, so we lined up perfectly.
That's not good.
I just got them 7-10. I think as much as I hated Kirk Cousins while he was with the Falcons because I didn't see nothing that really impressed me, I think another year from being recovered from that torn Achilles that he had 2 seasons ago, I do think that he ends up, ended up being a quarterback change
That's what I said.
by the end of the season with Mendoza coming in as a starter. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They got a lot of talent. They went out and spent a lot of money in the off season. So I'm giving them a little bit of benefit of the doubt that they can improve from what they were last year.
Yeah. I also think there's going to be a quarterback change. Kind of like, I don't know if they waited as long as the Falcons did with Mike Penix.
Yeah.
But NFC West.
Yep, we can go NFC West.
At first place, at 13-4, I have the defending Super Bowl champions. I got the Seattle Seahawks. The best, probably best receiver. No, probably top 5 receiver. I forgot Jamal Chase. Just
I don't have the defending champs as number 1 in the NFC West. I got the Los Angeles Rams, probably the overall best team in the NFL. This look early on paper looking it's going to be. I also kind of went in making these predictions with the possibility of Aaron Donald being back from retirement and who's going to stop Donald and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line. I got the Rams at 12-5.
Second place, at 11-6, I have the Rams.
Second place for me, I got the Seattle Seahawks at 10-7.
At third place at 10-7, I have the 49ers.
Third place, I got the 49ers at 9-8.
And fourth place, at 4-13, I have the Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals in fourth place also, but I got them also going 2-15.
Which I think there's going to be a quarterback change at some point. Carson Beck takes over. And they start building towards the Carson Beck, Trey McBride, Jeremiah Love, Marvin Harrison. So, AFC East.
Yep, we got AFC East.
And first place at 13-4. Is it 0? You got a new receiver. I'm going to go Buffalo Bills at number 1 for the AFC East.
I got Buffalo Bills also at number 1, going 12-5.
At second place, new receiver. Did I say 11-6? 11-6? But I don't know. I just had a feeling about Mike Vrabel. Like, with everything going on with him lately, I have Patriots.
We're going 11-6. I also have the Patriots at number 2 in the division at 11-6 also.
And these last 2 teams, honestly, are interchangeable for me. At third, I have 2-15. I have the Dolphins.
Third, I have the Miami Dolphins at 3-14.
At fourth, at 2-15, I have the New York Jets.
Fourth, New York Jets, 3-14 also.
Big difference for me from last year to this year with the Jets.
Yeah, it's because they don't have Justin Fields.
They don't have Justin Fields anymore.
Alright.
My whole new thing is going to be tough to play where Justin Fields is at.
So now it's going to be the NFC East.
NFC East. At first place, I have at 13-4. I know they lost some key pieces, but I still have the Eagles winning the division.
I got the Cowboys winning the
It's
division.
all you.
I got the Cowboys winning the division at 13-4. I know every year people, hey, it's Cowboys year, it's Cowboys year. I just think it's been the most quietest all season for the Cowboys. Not a whole lot going on. You ain't hear much. Yeah, so I think it's going to be more. I think them hiring Christian Parker as the defense coordinator, young defensive mind. I mean, they got Caleb Downs. They got a lot of key pieces there on the defense to make the defense even better.
Yeah.
So I think Cowboys win the division. I'm not saying they're going far in the playoffs, but number two.
Number two. Well, I'm trying to see if I can find what kind of streak I had them on, but I can't find that. So at 10-7, I don't know why. I'm just high on this team this year. I got the Giants.
And second?
Yeah, I'm high on them this year.
Second for me is the Philadelphia Eagles, also at 13-4.
How is it the same?
Oh,
How is it the same?
I don't know, show.
I thought you had the Giants up there. I'm like, oh.
Now I got the Eagles at third. I was saying the same record as Cowboys. Yeah. Eagles also at 13-4.
I don't know. I think when I was doing this, I had them spelling off like hot and stuff, but I think it's gonna come down to if Jackson Dart
Can stay healthy.
can stay healthy, if Cam Scatterman can stay healthy, and the health of Malik Nabors. That's really But and then third place at 9-8, I have the Cowboys.
At third place, I have the Commanders at 8-9.
And then fourth place at 4-13. Out of I couldn't go 5-0 because out of respect to Jane Daniels, I went the Washington Commanders. Then signed Stephon Diggs. I don't know. It just didn't move me. Like I thought it would. Like I don't see them doing that. And like I said, out of respect to Jane Daniels, I had to go for.
I got the New York Giants at fourth, going 6-11.
That only leaves one conference, right? Two, but
one division each conference. All right.
AFC South.
Yep.
At 10-7. I had this team. They started off slow, but they went on. I want to say it's like 6 or 7 game winning streak. Near the end of the season, I have the Houston Texans.
I got the Houston Texans at first, and they're winning the division at 11-6.
Second team. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just really high on this team this year. I believe in the sophomore quarterback. I got Titans.
You got Cam Ward.
I got Cam Ward Titans at 10-7.
Second place, I got the Colts at 9-8. I think they start off slow because David Jones coming back from the injury. I think, but once he kind of starts to get a little bit comfortable with that Achilles, I think they'll kind of turn their season around, but it won't be enough.
Third place at 7-10. I have Jaguars.
I got Jaguars.
I just don't see the hype about them every year.
I got Jaguars at 7-10 also.
Like Trevor Lawrence is not a top 10 quarterback.
Nope.
So I just don't see all the hype. And then last place, I gave you all more wins this time at 3-14. The Indianapolis Colts.
Last year he had them at 1-15.
1-16.
1-16.
I gave you all 2 extra wins this year.
I got the Titans at 4-13 this season. I don't quite believe in what they're building yet. They gotta prove it to me to get there. All right, last and final. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I would say, spoiler, I don't have any team finishing 1-16 this time.
Well, that's good.
So we're proving. Colts, you really showed me something last year. That's why I boosted you up 2 wins.
The last and final division, the NFC South.
I mean,
It's biasness, shit, hopeful, biasness, hopeful.
I went into this. Michael Penix is starting, and he actually
Finishes the whole season.
and finishes the whole season. And actually looks good. I have Falcons winning the division at 12-5.
I got the Falcons winning the division at 10-7.
Second place at 7-10. I have the Carolina Panthers.
Second place, 8-9. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Third place at 4-13. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Third place is the New Orleans Saints, 7-10.
Because I don't know. Something about the Buccaneers, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they lost Mike Evans. Chris Godwin only has one good leg.
Yeah.
And Baker Mayfield's not happy.
With the team, Vita Vea got his 1-year extension, but
Yeah. And then last place, I have them
Aints.
them bum asses.
What's you got their record?
3-14. Same as the Colts.
I got the Panthers finishing 7-10, also same as the Saints, but tiebreaker goes to the Saints. So
Yeah. So
it's every year this NFC South is kind of the same. It's no dominant team, but they all kind of stick together.
yeah. Well, last year I had the Colts as the completely worst team in the league. This year I have 3 teams tied for last place: Steelers, Jets, Dolphins, and then Colts are 4th. So
I have one team.
oh, what's that? I took the draft though.
Where?
Good. Probably on the Falcons thing. Go back. And then score down. Draft order. You have Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings, Cardinals, Jets, Dolphins.
Well, those couple teams, I got to like week 7 and I still had winless. I'm like, well, Colts fans, you should be happy. I gave you up 2 extra wins. I'll be right. Who did I have y'all beating? I had losing the Browns. I had y'all beating the Dolphins, the Jaguars, and the Steelers. That's a good win. Playoffs.
All right.
I haven't done mine yet.
I haven't did mine yet, so we're gonna go through it together.
Alright, cool. I started with college football, so you can talk with it.
All right, so in the playoffs, my first matchup is 4th seed Houston Texans taking on the 5th seed Kansas City Chiefs.
I had the same one.
I got the Chiefs winning that one, beating the Texans.
Well, I have the Bengals and the Lions with bye in the first round.
I got the Broncos and Cowboys. Yeah.
But I have 4 or 5 Texans versus Chiefs. I mean, you have a guy who rises in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes versus the guy who drops in the playoffs. He just dropped. I got Chiefs.
Yeah. 3-6 matchup. I got the Bills Patriots.
Same.
I got the Bills winning this.
I also have 3 seed Bills versus 6 seed Patriots. I have Bills winning this.
I got the Bills beating the Patriots also. All right. 2-7 matchup. I got the Ravens Chargers. I'm gonna take the Ravens on this.
I have 2 seed Broncos with 7 seed Titans.
All right.
And I got Broncos winning this game. I think Campbell's going to be good. But post playoffs in Denver could be a little tough.
NFC, moving over to the NFC wild card, I got 4-5 Falcons, Eagles. I'm trying to be unbiased, but I got the Falcons winning this one.
For me, I got 4 seed Falcons versus 5 seed Bears. And I gotta go Chicago.
My 3-6 seed matchup is Packers Bears. I got the Bears beat the Packers.
3-6 for me, I got 3 seed Seattle, 6 seed Packers. I got Seattle.
My 2-7 seed matchup is Rams versus Seahawks, and I got the Rams winning that one.
I got 2 seed Eagles hosting the 7 seed Rams. And I think I'm going to go Rams because I think the Eagles just don't have enough bombing power. Division.
So in the divisional round, I got the 2 seed versus 3 seed, 2 seed Ravens versus 3 seed Bills. Battle of the quarterbacks that need to get over the hump in the playoffs. I rode this one team all the way to the Super Bowl and actually winning the championship last year. I was giving Josh Allen getting over the hump and winning this Super Bowl.
Are you doing it again?
I'm giving Josh Allen that win again. I don't think Lamar got it again this season.
I got 2 seed Broncos versus 3 seed Bills. And I'm gonna go Bills. I think Bills get revenge from last year. Who did not have a championship for last year? Did our Bengals win it?
Oh, shit.
I think Bengals Lions.
Broncos, Chiefs, 1 seed Broncos, 5 seed Chiefs facing each other. I got the Broncos beating the Chiefs.
I got 1 seed Bengals versus 5 seed Chiefs. And I rode this team all last year. And then win the Super Bowl. I gotta go with the Bengals.
Now over to the divisional round for the NFC. I got 1 seed Cowboys versus 6 seed Bears. Cowboys continuing their losing streak and not making it to the conference championship. I got Bears beating Cowboys in the playoffs.
I got 1 seed Lions with 7 seed Rams. I'm going Rams. Lions, I don't know. I just have that. It's hard to explain. I just have that gut feeling.
My next matchup for the NFC is the 2 seed Rams versus the 4 seed Atlanta Falcons. Michael Penix is going to go in there. He's going to dominate the Rams in the first half. Second half, Rams are going to come out and destroy Michael Penix, and the Rams actually beat the Falcons to move on to the.
The Falcons did beat the Rams last year.
I know, but they didn't have Aaron Donald or Myles Garrett, and
they don't have Aaron Donald right now.
They're going to have Aaron Donald. By the time playoffs comes, if they're in the playoffs, they're going to have Aaron Donald.
And then I got 3 seed Seattle versus 5 seed Chicago. I'm going Chicago. I think Chicago knocks off the Super Bowl defending champs.
Seahawks?
Yeah.
All right, so conference championship. I got 1 seed Broncos versus 3 seed Bills.
I don't think I'll get the same NFC championship.
As much as I think this is Josh Allen's year, I think if that case of losing in the conference championship last year against the Patriots, I think Bo Nix is going to be healthy. They're going to be hungry. I think the Broncos get the win over the Bills.
And Josh Allen has to heal it another offseason.
Yep.
He can do it.
Yep. And I got the Broncos making the Super Bowl.
At 1 seed, I have Bengals with 3 seed Bills. Burrow versus Josh Allen. I'm going Bengals.
NFC, I got the 2 seed Rams versus the 6 seed Bears. I got the Rams winning this one. Like I said, I think they just got too much talent and too many weapons that it's going to be hard for a team to beat them.
See, we have the same one. But here's the difference. There's one big major difference. Yours is in LA. Mine's in Chicago. I got the Chicago Bears beating them Rams. Mr. Iceman, Mr. Matt Cuttle makes it to the Super Bowl.
You must be forgetting about the Madden curse.
We don't hey, look, it's great jam
Yeah.
Okay. It's a great jam justice.
My Super Bowl matchup is the Denver Broncos versus the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be a low-scoring, boring defensive battle because it's going to be top-notch defenses battling against each other. It's going to come down to which star quarterback has more offensive power. I'm going to give it to Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. They're going to ride off. He's going to ride off into the sunset, retire, and then it's going to be Ty Simpson's team next year.
See, my Super Bowl was kind of the opposite of that. Well, I'm not going to have a quarterback riding off into the sunset. So I got 2 young guns who one plays in Cincy, one plays in Chicago. Caleb Williams versus Joe Burrow. I gave the Bengals the Super Bowl last year. And I'm not doing that again. I got Chicago winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
Caleb Williams paints his fingernails, does everything. He's breaking the Madden course. Grady Jarrett wins the Super Bowl MVP. No, not Super Bowl MVP, wins the Super Bowl. Luther Gordon has a breakout year. DeAndre Swift shakes it off.
Yeah.
And wins the Super Bowl. And Chicago is turning into Gotham. And will going down. They can't leave Chicago without another ring. Chicago wins.
Alright.
And Bengals fall short again.
Alright. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about this week? Or are you good?
Well, my computer's going to die,
Alright.
but Bengals down, Chicago wins.
So, you got the Oregon Ducks and Chicago Bears winning championships this year. Alright. So,
You already know it.
that's going to be it for this week's episode. Probably a little longer than we planned on going. But we had a lot to talk about since we hadn't been here for a while. But just remember, if you enjoy our content, like, subscribe, comment on here. Also give us a follow on Facebook, TikTok, and X, all at B&D Talking Sports Podcast. Let you know. But next week's episode, we're going to break down some of the games from this, college games from this weekend coming up. We'll talk and give our top 5 games of the college football slate next week, and we'll also make our preseason NFL award predictions.
I was going to say, what were my top 5? But I forgot NFL.
Nope, not yet. But other than that, we're going to get out of here for this week. It was nice talking to you guys. Peace out.